30 years later, Lisa became a brilliant criminal psychologist. What about Bart? Bart was killed by Bob 30 years ago. The police came to Lisa and said they needed her help on a difficult case because the clues the killer left behind were connected to Lisa. Lisa looked at the murder scene and figured out that the killer would do it again. And sure enough, they found a second and a third. Lisa said there was nothing she could do about it. There was only one person who could understand. Lisa found Bob in prison. She brought the case to Bob's attention. It was clear Bob didn't want to help Lisa. He kept giving her perfunctory replies. Lisa left without talking to him. At the cemetery, Mr. and Mrs. Homer and Bart are laid out in a neat row. Lisa attends the funeral and suddenly realizes that the dead were all born first. Based on Bob's riddles, she quickly figured out where the murderer was hiding. The policeman is suddenly killed. Lisa sees this and hides in the murderer's hiding place out of fear. But why is it exactly the same as her previous room? It turns out Lisa is the murderer. Lisa wanted to go to prison to kill Bob, so she turned herself into a murderer. The police will send her to this prison, which is only for vicious criminals. But to get into Bob's cell, Maggie helped. Lisa was mentally ill after witnessing Bart's murder. She's become a multiple personality. Lisa became an unwitting accomplice. Bob was killed by one of Lisa's others. Homer's in hell eating his favorite donuts, and it turned into a donut. Why is that? In the morning, Homer's favorite donut was gone. He said he was willing to trade his soul for a donut. The next moment, Flanders appeared and became the devil. Homer signed a contract with him to sell his soul. The devil said that after eating the donut, Homer's soul would be his. Homer played a smart trick. If he only had one bite left, then the devil wouldn't get his soul. The devil was so angry that he left. He waited for him in hell. At night, Homer was hungry and forgot about his contract with the devil. He picked up a donut and ate it. The devil came right away. When he was about to be taken to hell, Lisa persuaded the devil that Homer should have the right to a fair trial. The devil agreed, but before the trial, Homer had to stay in hell. The devil told the little ghosts to take good care of Homer, to give him a trip he would never forget. Now it's time for the trial. The devil demanded a jury of his choosing. The devil brought out the contract he signed with Homer. Maggie's attorney saw all the evidence and snuck out under the guise of a bathroom break. Just as the verdict was about to be announced, Maggie said, "Wait a minute." She took out her wedding photo. On the back of the photo, it says that Homer is willing to give his soul to Maggie, so no one had the right to take Homer away without Maggie's permission. But the devil didn't let Homer go easily, and that's how Donut Homer came to be. Did you know that Marge was really a witch?
Alright people, nothing to see here.
In 1964, Springfield was infested with witches. Many witches were unjustly killed and burned at the stake. Marge stood up for witches and argued that this behavior was unjustified. But immediately, someone suggested Marge be burned. They thought Marge was a witch. Marge said that was ridiculous. No matter how Marge tried to explain, no one listened. This time her punishment wasn't fire, but death by falling. If Marge wasn't a witch, she was sacrificed to prove it. If she was a witch, she'd fly up here on a broomstick.
That's right! I'm a witch!
Dick didn't realize Marge was really a witch. She confessed to killing the villagers' livestock and turning the goat's milk sour. When Marge was recognized as a witch, she had to return to her old home. Her sisters were cooking. Mr. and Mrs. Ned are worried about what the witch will do to their children. Marge's sisters saw this. They thought it would be a good idea to eat the children. They easily took away 2 children. Ned's wife asked them if they wanted a gingerbread man. They ate them and thought they tasted really good. They left with a bunch of snacks. It turns out they were just trying to scare the villagers. This is the origin of Halloween. Springfield is facing the end of the world. All kinds of things are going haywire. People and machines alike. It all started when Homer's computer malfunctioned. The city was filled with all kinds of accidents. With the end of the world approaching, everyone was scrambling for supplies. Only Homer grabbed a hair removal machine that bites people. The Simpsons suddenly find a mutated clown on the side of the road, convulsing and falling to the ground. The clown was carrying a letter of recommendation. It turns out the government is selecting a group of people to be transferred to Mars. The Simpsons rush to the launch site. The people being transferred are all highly intelligent. Lisa thinks they're once starting a new civilization, but Lisa could only take one parent to Mars. Lisa chose Marge without hesitation, leaving Bart and an angry Homer behind.
Murderous rage.
But Bart accidentally found an unguarded spaceship. Homer got on the ship and realized the people on this ship seemed to be bad people, and the ship was headed for the sun, not Mars. Homer and Bart chose the path of death. Homer didn't want to die like this, so he pressed the ejection button. Both of them were ejected into the universe, so Homer wanted to die faster. Lisa was one of the most gifted in the Magic Academy. She's as good as an 8th grader. Today's homework check was Prince to Frog. The others were average, and Bart was terrible. The teacher admires Lisa,
and we'll discuss your grade over breakfast.
Even the bad guys are interested in Lisa's power. They're going to take Lisa and steal all her powers because the other student was too stupid, but they needed to take Lisa's wand first. So they found Bart and chose to use him to steal her wand. First they threatened Bart, and then they told Bart that if they worked with him, they could make Lisa look bad. Bart agreed to work with them. Lisa was going to do her classic levitating dragon trick. Bart stole the wand backstage, and when it came time to perform, Lisa's fake wand didn't work on the dragon, and the dragon was changed by Burns. He had Lisa under his thumb. Burns used the machine to try to transfer all of Lisa's powers to himself. Bart realized his mistake. He wanted to save Lisa. He grabbed his wand and stabbed Burns to save Lisa. Bart instantly found the source of Burns' magic. The secretary chooses to eat Burns to repay the favor. Lisa wants to make up with Bart, who she thinks is a good brother. Bart agreed to the reconciliation, but the leprechauns got to Bart.